Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grain, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Whatever it is that you celebrate, I hope you had a great time this past week. With that said, we got a reveal for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, something coming very early in the new year, and we're going to take a look at the Warhammer community article today and talk a little bit about this particular box set, because there are some interesting things about it. So there has been some rumours, and we'll probably go back over those rumours and have a little bit of a chat again about them at some point, that there was going to be a Fyreslayer vs IDK box set, and rightly so, many people were sceptical of said rumour. However, the rumour has now proven to be true, so with that said, let's have a look at what is coming in this box set. So we're going to get a box set that's going to be called Fury of the Deep, which is going to pit the Fyreslayers against the Idoneth Deepkin. The Idoneth Deepkin are harrying and trying to collect souls from a Fyreslayer coastal stronghold called Riftmar. That's sort of the narrative of the box set, and so we're going to get some cool new characters for each of these two factions. So let's talk about that for a second, because first of all, new characters for Fyreslayers when, honestly, they need a new unit. And we could be saying the same thing really about Idoneth Deepkin. Both don't use all their characters anyway at the moment, and both are probably lacking in the units department. With that said though, I do think the models that we are getting look pretty cool. The two new characters are nice and awesome, but it would be nice to have some actual unit options, especially for Fyreslayers. With this box set, we're going to get, first of all, let's look at this new Idoneth Deepkin character, the Idoneth Deepkin Thrall Master. So he's an Akelian, which means he's one of the, the ones that have a soul. And Thrall Master, for me, well, that sort of tells you exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be the one leading these Thralls out into battle. So a foot Akelian hero is pretty sweet. The model itself here is really cool. I like his sort of twin-headed spear is really nice. The two wind swords across the back. You can see we've got that rumor engine that's sitting there, and then also holding the dagger on his belt. We can see there, and once again, just a cool fish, or rather, this is an eel with this one. Looks pretty sweet. I love all the little extra fishy characters that go around with all the Idoneth Deepkin models. And so it talks about what the Thrallmaster is going to do. He shifts stances effortlessly to counter whichever opponent he faces, instructing his Namadi Moloters to follow his suit. So for me, this sort of talks about, and you can sort of see with all his different weapon options, that he's going to have fighting styles, much in the same way that the Ossiarch Bone Reaper unit does. I forget the name of them, where they can swap their fighting style, or the War Dancers of old can sort of swap fighting styles throughout the game. And so I think what he's going to do is he's going to give out this switch of fighting styles to the Namadi units near him, which could be pretty sweet. So maybe if he's got a trident, he's going to give them extra range. Maybe he's going to give them +1 attack if he uses dual hand weapons, and maybe he's going to give them some rend or something there with his other weapon. But a mix of different fighting styles that he can give to a Namadi unit near him will be really interesting, especially if, the spear one, is it going to give him 2-inch reach? Because that pretty much fixes Thralls for the most part with that 2-inch reach, if they can use that. However, against him, we're going to be getting the Fyreslayers, and we're going to have the Auric Flamekeeper. So a Fyreslayer warrior priest who presides over the Lodge's funerary rites. So the Flamekeeper, first of all, I reckon this is one of the coolest Fyreslayer minis we've seen. He's actually got a little bit of a different look. I like the scaled cloak on the back of him. His mask is really nice. For me, this is definitely one of the most interesting Fyreslayer characters there are. He truly does look different than all the rest. He's got, a mohawk and all those standard Fyreslayer stuff, but he's actually got bits and pieces to him that make him look distinct and different. That's what I like about this Fyreslayer character. And so, armed with a brazier, and the Solemn Flamekeepers are responsible for removing the Urgold runes of fallen warriors. They can harness the power of lifeless runes to bestow blessings upon the fellow Dwarden, all the while bellowing litanies from beneath their grim death masks. So we sort of get an idea that first of all he's going to be a priest, so we're going to get access to some of the prayers from him, but also that he can, I'm going to say, maybe when units die around him, he's going to be able to give buffs to your other Fyreslayer units. Could be pretty cool. And so the two mighty heroes here will decide the fate of Riftmar, and you're going to get 43 miniatures in the box set. So the first lot, you're going to get your Idoneth Deepkin, you're going to get a box of Thralls, a box of Reavers, and an Akelian Alapex, along with our brand new Thrallmaster. And then we've got the Flamekeeper, 10 of the Hearthguard warriors, whether this be Berserkers or the other variations, and then 10 Volkite Berserkers as well. So 10 Hearthguard, 10 Volkite, and our character. It's a pretty sweet little box. Now, this is definitely not going to be the best box to get into the army with for any existing players with the army. Sorry, it's not going to be the best box for any people who already have the army. You probably already got many of these units. The Idoneth definitely come out on top because it's giving you a new sort of playstyle, and Thralls and Reavers aren't the most common units in an army, so you're probably more likely to see them get a bit more use, but the Fyreslayer one's cool. However, I do think this is a great box for getting into either army with. If you're a new player looking to get into one of these two armies, you've got a great set. You've got, you know, both a hero and 2 battle line units, or in the case of the Fyreslayers, potentially 3, depending on what sort of build outs you go. But you've got, you know, starter armies in this, which I really like. This is a really good for getting into the game and getting into these 2 armies. Splitting this with a friend and getting into the game, this would be fantastic. And so you'll get a 40-page booklet with all the rules and narrative. There's actually some cool little missions inside of all of these, to be honest. So you can definitely get some cool stuff there. And the War Scroll cards are all in the miniatures boxes, tokens, and all of that sort of stuff. I can't wait to see those War Scroll cards and see what sort of changes happen between all the units. And so we get told that Fury of the Deep is due in early 2022, and there's more news about the Salty Seas Elves and Sizzling Dwarden coming. So, you know, we can assume we're probably going to see battle tomes either with or just after this box set drops. But if you're a Fyreslayer or a Idoneth Deepkin fan, what do you think of the new characters? I know you're probably disappointed there's not new units, and maybe we will see new units added to the armies. We knew we didn't see anything new in Shadow and Pain when that came out for the Slaanesh, and then we got a whole brand new Slaanesh release of a bunch of models, so maybe we'll get that. Something like that for the 2 armies. It'd be really cool to see some new miniatures coming for both armies, but if it is just the 2 characters, that is what it is. But new battle tomes, most certainly welcome. So what are you thinking of the new armies and the new models? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And also, why not drop us a comment below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel more and in another way, you can do so either by supporting on Patreon or YouTube members. You can do either of these by following the links in the video's description, and as a special thing for everyone who does, we'd like to give a shout out first of all to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domer, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And a special shout out as well to our YouTube members: Greenrich Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thank you to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you can see here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for our Discord server, making sure it all works nice and properly over there. Thank you all for watching once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.